Hi, I'm Swati Raman, pursuing MSc in Data Analytics at National College of Ireland, and I'm going to present my research proposal in this video. The topic for my research proposal is identification and classification of crime zones based on the density of incidents and forecasting crime for planning and management of emergency resources. In this presentation, I will be covering the following topics: introduction to the research area, research question, summarization of related works and observations from the past research, the model that I am proposing in this research, and finally the methodology which will be followed in this research. Throughout history, crime has been widely prevalent in society. It is essential to understand more about it, like why it happens, where it happens, in order to prevent it. Studies have linked crime with factors that can be divided into three major categories. 1. Psychological traits such as low self control or aggressive behavior. 2. Environmental conditions, where studies have shown there's a strong causal evidence of changes in climate having an impact on the conflicts between people. Or 3. The social economic indicators such as GDP, literacy rate, or unemployment rate. Crime has a major impact on the economic growth of a place as well as the quality of living of the people. Therefore, it is essential to predict it in order to prevent it. The main objective of this research is to identify crime hotspot regions within a city based on the historical crime data. In order to identify these regions, three different clustering algorithms will be compared against each other to find out which one is the most accurate algorithm. Once these crime dense regions are identified, the crime will be forecasted within these regions to predict the crime rate. Crime rate prediction and hotspot detection will help in planning of emergency resources, therefore, they are very essential. This study is designed to answer the below research question: how can historical crime data be used to identify the crime hotspots within a given city? There have been numerous studies done by researchers using different techniques in the past to predict the crime rate of a particular place. Some of the key findings from recent research on crime prediction are mentioned below. Some studies have tried to identify the factors that influence crime rates such as unemployment, education rate, etc., while others have tried to predict crime rate for a particular place based on its historical spatio-temporal data. This research is mainly concerned with the second type of study. Some of them are listed in the table below. There are mainly three categories of clustering algorithms that have been used extensively in crime hotspot detection. They are density-based, hierarchical, and partitional clustering algorithms. These algorithms have studied separately to identify crime hotspots, but there is an ambiguity of which type is more accurate in predicting crime. A comparative study of the three types of algorithms would provide clarity on which one is more accurate in crime prediction. The proposed solution consists of executing three different models on the crime data, namely DB-scan, which is a density-based clustering algorithm, fuzzy clustering, which is a hierarchical clustering algorithm, and Clarence, which is short for clustering large applications based on randomized search, which is a partition clustering algorithm. The output of these models is then fed to ARIMA model for predicting the crime rate within the hotspot regions identified. The KDD approach is chosen to implement this research as it emphasizes on data exploration at the very beginning, which is important for this research. Following which, the data pre-processing and transformation is done to make the data ready for the application of data mining algorithms. The next step involves evaluation of output using suitable metrics, and finally the results are compared with state-of-the-art models to get the research outcome. The implementation of this research is done in two phases. Phase 1 involves extraction of dataset from the source and performing exploratory data analytics on the data. The datasets are taken from Plenario, which provides open data for the city of Chicago for over 18 years. The obtained dataset will then be cleaned, transformed, and made algorithm ready. Transformation includes adding weights to older data, ensuring that the recent data stays more relevant in predicting crime. There are no personal data within this dataset. Phase 2 involves applying the various data mining models on the dataset. Once the clustering algorithms are applied to data and the hotspots identified, this output will be passed to a ARIMA model, which will then be used to predict the crime rate. The results will then be compared with each other to identify which algorithm has performed best among the three. The results are evaluated using metrics such as accuracy and F1 score for hotspot detection, and MAE and MAPE for crime prediction values. Analysis of the results will provide evidence of which algorithm performed best and is most accurate in predicting crime. Thank you.